Hello, welcome to today's 15-minute little bit of everything fitness class where we are going to do a little bit of everything. We will have a short warm up and then we're going to have 4 strength moves with a little bit of cardio, upper body, lower body, cardio, and abs. And then we're going to do those twice. And then we will have some yoga moves at the end for a stretch. So literally a little bit of everything. So let's go ahead and get started with our warm up. We're going to begin with high knees. You can either take a knee to an elbow and walk it out like how I am, or if you want to get your heart rate up, you can run these out. Whichever one you want to do is perfectly good. They're both going to get your heart rate up and they're both going to get your muscles moving. So whatever feels good for today is, I switched on you. No, I didn't. Ready to go. Okay, now we're gonna do butt kicks here. So again, you can walk these out like so, or you can run them out. Again, both is good. Getting that heart rate start to increase, getting those muscles warmed up after we've been sitting, and starting to mentally prepare ourselves to get into our workout. Good. All right, take your legs out wide, hands go out to a T. You're going to bend over, touch an opposite hand to a toe. You want to feel that hamstring stretch when your finger is hitting a toe, and you want to use your glutes and your hamstrings to bring you back up. Very good. We're going to do some hip openers. I like to put my hands on my hips, take the right foot back with the knee, and then bring it back forward. You want that knee up really high as you can go. We're getting that full range of motion here through our hips after we have been sitting in our chairs. These muscles get tight. We want to strengthen them and stretch them out. Let's do one more on each side. Very good. All right, big arm circles. Big arm circles going forward. And big arm circles going backwards. Good. We're going to do some reaches across the body. Reach the arm across the chest. I like to point my opposite toe as I'm going. Get a little hamstring stretch, but that's up to you. And then you're going to take it overhead. As you take it overhead, I really want you to stretch so you can feel that stretch all the way through your torso here as well. You don't have to hold it for a couple seconds, but just reach so far where you can feel it all the way through. All right, very good. We're going to get started. We have 4 strength moves. I'm going to do each one for 40 seconds, give you 20 seconds of rest, and then we'll jump into the next one. You can go the 40 seconds with me, or you can go less time, or you can go longer. Whatever you want to do is perfect. Our first one we have going up is tricep dips. You can do these. I have a chair that I'm going to do mine on, or you could do it on a stair, or honestly, you could even do it on the ground. You just don't get quite as much range of motion on the ground. So I'm going to do it here on my chair. We're going to go for 40 seconds. When you're ready, you can join me. With these tricep dips, couple things. The closer in your feet are to your chair, the more modified they are. Further out your feet are, the more advanced they are. When we are doing our tricep dips, you catch my breath. We're halfway through. When we're doing our tricep dips, we want that movement to be in the elbows. So the elbows are bending. We're not doing shoulder shrugs to lower ourselves down, but the elbows are bending, which is what is bringing us down. We're so close. 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. 20-second break. Whew, catch your breath. I'm going to start describing it. We're going to do sumo squats. So you're going to take your legs a little bit wider than shoulder width. You're going to point your toes outward at like 45-degree angles. Then you're gonna squat back into this, keeping your weight on your heels. You can join me when you're ready. When we're doing these squats, what you want to think about, two main things. Number one, keeping that weight on your heels. So when you come down, you could like put your fingers in front of your toes and you could get your space between your toes and the floor. We're halfway through. So weight on the heels. And the second thing is sitting deep back into it. Like you're trying to sit on a chair, but the chair is a couple inches too far back. So you really got to like lean back into it and it feels kind of awkward. That's what you want. That's good form. We want to have good form through this. And stop. Good. Now we're going to do a little bit of cardio. I'm going to try not to run into anything. You're going to start on one side, touch the ground, shuffle, shuffle, however much room you have for. I have room for 2 shuffles, so that's what I'm going to do. If you can do 5, that's good too. So shuffle however many, touch the floor and back. Let's go. You stay low throughout it. It's going to make it a little bit more challenging, or you can be up and then come down. Either way, we're getting that heart rate going. We're halfway through this one. And stop. Fantastic. All right. Woo, take a deep breath. Start to bring that heart rate down. We're going to go down to the floor. You can do it on the floor. You can do it on the mat. You can do it on a towel. It doesn't matter. We're going to do accordion crunches. So I like to put my hands behind me, put my heels up. I extend out, then bring those knees into the chest. Extend out, bring the knees into the chest. If you want to do it advanced, hands go up in the air instead of behind you. And even more modified, you can keep your heels down and just lean back too. Okay. 40 seconds. Let's begin. I always like to remind people to breathe through their core exercises. It's really easy to hold your breath. Don't hold your breath. You need oxygen. You need to bring oxygen to your muscles. So don't stop breathing, please. We're halfway through. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Those are our 4 exercises. We're going to do them one more time. You know what we're doing this time. You know how they work. You know how they feel. So now you can crush it. Tricep dips, 40 seconds. Ready? Let's begin. When it's the second time through, you can think even more about your form and cranking out more than you think you can, because you know the move, you know how it works, and you know it's the last time. Halfway through, which means you don't have to be saving anything in the tank. You can grab out those last couple reps. Three, 2, and 1. Very good. We're back to our sumo squats. Remember, our legs are going to go wider than shoulder width. Toes are pointed out at that 45-degree angle, like corners of the wall. Sit back into it. Weight on your heels. Let's begin. If you want to advance this one, you can do little pulses, which means you go from the bottom to halfway and back down, which means your quads are going to stay engaged the whole time. You're not getting a rest. You're just going for it. Or you can go ahead and do that full sumo squat. We're halfway through. Or you can do in the middle. You can do 3 pulses and come up. 3 pulses, come up. Wherever you want to be at, wherever feels good is the right place to be. 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going back to our cardio. We have our side shuffles. 2 to 5. You can do 10 if you want, however much space you have. Back and forth, touching the ground. Ready? Let's go. We're halfway. Three, 2, and 1. Good. Take some deep breaths. Start to bring that heart rate down. We have our core move, which is our accordion crunches. And then we'll be doing some yoga moves and some stretching moves to take us to the end. So you will have done a little bit of everything. All right, 40 seconds, accordion crunches, ready, and begin. We have 10 seconds left. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Deep breath. And bring it out. All right, we're gonna flip over. We're gonna begin here in a plank position. We're gonna do a couple yoga flows. So you're gonna start here at plank. You're gonna push back to down dog. Okay, so your elbows are straight, your knees are straight, butt is pointed up towards the air. Inhale, bring it back to plank. You're gonna slowly lower it down. You're gonna push up to this cobra position. You're gonna tuck your toes behind you and push back to down dog. Let's do 2 more like this. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, push up, tuck those toes. Exhale, push back. 2 more. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, push up, tuck those toes. Exhale, push back. Let's do 1 more. Inhale to plank. Exhale, down. Inhale, push up, tuck those toes. And exhale, push back to down dog. Good. You can pedal your feet right here to give you a calf, a little bit of calf stretch. Hold it on one side. Hold it on the other. All right, you're gonna plant your left foot down, kind of in between your hands. Send your right foot up in the air if you feel comfortable. Otherwise, just stay right here in down dog and keep pedaling those toes. But if you want, send that right foot up. You can bend your right knee. You kind of bring that hip, your right hip over your left hip. We're just gonna open up those hips. Then when you're ready, you're gonna watch me do it first. You're gonna bring your right foot up in between your hands. You're gonna swing it, your right foot up in between your hands, like so. Then when you're ready, you're gonna inhale and bring your hands up above you. And you're gonna push those hips forward. So you feel the stretch right through here. This is called a runner stretch. It stretches that my T-band right there, which gets tight on us all the time. If you feel like you're gonna topple over on this, you can put that bottom left knee down and it'll still stretch the same muscle. So that is just fine. Good, bring those hands down. Send your right foot back with your left one. Parallel your feet. And then if you want, you can send your left foot up in the air. And again, you can bend your left knee if you like. So you can send your left hip over your right hip. Open up those hips. Feel stretch. If you fall over, it's like the most common thing in yoga. So don't worry about it. If you fall over, we all do it many times. When you're ready, bring that left foot up in between your hands. Get your balance. Bring those hands up. Your gaze is up. Push those hips forward. And little stretch. Nice controlled deep breaths in and out, helps you keep your balance, and it gives you good oxygen. So good stuff when you take nice deep breaths. Good. Go ahead and bring your hands down. Bend your left foot back. Push back to down dog. Put your knees down. Send your hips over your heels. Extend your hands out. Last stretch here. Nice child's pose to finish us out. Awesome, guys. Thank you for joining me today, and we will see you next time.